I love Toyota.
I like Fords. I like the roominess.
I had the need for a diesel for the longest.
Every man should prefer a diesel.
My choice of diesel was a Cummins, so just kidding, I'm not a Ram guy. My choice will always be the 6.6 Duramax. That's the way to go.
My biggest fear, just with careers in general and with my experience, is not being bored. It's fun to have a problem that I don't know how to solve and figuring out how to solve it because there's no guidebook for it. Because I have full confidence in myself and our team and our company that we will solve it, we will figure it out. And although it's stressful at times, I find enjoyment in that.
Heard of a lot of companies that they try to grow upward and then their foundation can't handle it.
At some point, you have to pause and fix the foundational stuff that you're now seeing needs improvement.
Absolutely.
You just don't know. You do what works until it doesn't, and you pivot.
Roofing's the vehicle, people are the purpose. We're meeting and talking to people from New York to California to Florida. The roofing is the easy aspect. What sets us apart is assembling the right teams, overcoming the adversities, the problems that you know you're gonna have in general construction. You never stop learning. The one thing that always gets that senior person is when they decide, you know, hey, I know enough now, or I'm through learning. And that's when you become stagnant. Stagnant just never creates anything else. Let me go a little
Am I
bit
looking
lower.
pretty?
Oh man, yep, there you go, man.
Thank you.
All right, and then he's a little bit, I mean, you know, you have your vertical lines.
Am I still good? All right here?
It'll be
I need to be
right
left?
there.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay, so my knee don't need to go past this. Okay, that's fine.
So yeah, that's you're like perfectly centered right there.
You got topics, or how does this work?
Yeah.
Well, I started the last one by asking, say it was Caleb and Guy, and I asked them, say Ford, Ram, or Chevy? What do you drive? What's better? I know your answer, but I still want you to tell it.
Gas or diesel?
What do you prefer?
Well, every man should prefer a diesel if they have an option,
Okay.
if they have the need for it. But I like Fords. I like the roominess.
But you don't want
like
to
the
work on
features.
Fords too.
No, I work on Fords. I'm partial. But
You like
You
them
like
because they're easier
Fords?
to work on? Or?
no, I just like them. I like the layout. There's not much I don't like. I used to not like the what they look like, their appearance, the body.
Yeah.
You know, it was kind of clunky, but now everybody stepped their game up. So
Dustin?
Man, so I'll be honest, I've owned just about every brand.
I'm a good person to ask.
I don't have I'm not partial. I have a favorite, but it's not because necessarily the motor or the mechanics of it. I love Toyotas, so I had the need for a diesel for the longest, and my choice of diesel was a Cummins. So just kidding, I'm not a Ram guy. My choice will always be the 6.6 Duramax. That's the way to go. But don't have a need for a diesel anymore, so my gas burner choice is a Toyota for the reputability, the ruggedness, and last forever.
I think the Cummins engine is one of the best engines ever made in a diesel, pre-def.
I've always heard that.
5.9s.
5.9's pre-def.
That's the only Cummins
beat 'em.
motor.
I mean, they last forever. Transmission-wise, I guess depends what year,
Yeah.
really, right? Interior, room, Toyota or Ford. You can't count the mega cab. That's a different deal.
That is a different, Toyota, yeah, that's
Driving down the road, oh, look at that truck. Chevrolet or GMC.
GMCs are flashy.
They're
They're flashy.
the prettiest going down the road, I think.
I would agree.
But yeah,
Well, I've driven a Chevy since I was 17, and I haven't had anything else but that truck that sits out there. So I can't really have much of an opinion other than it's lasted me this long.
And I'm about nowadays, I don't necessarily think it's the make or model. It's either you get a good one or a bad one, and every brand has them, you know? Whether it be Ford, Toyota, Chevy, GMC, you hear the goods and bads about everybody now. So
It's true.
it's not like in the old days, like where the Chevys were easy to work on, the Fords were easy to work on, you know, so.
Yep. Depends what you spent your time on.
Well, I guess I want to. We've had these 4 guys on here, and they were here from the beginning. Y'all are relatively new. How long have you worked here?
I'm a year and 4 months.
And you've been here for
4 months tomorrow.
4 months tomorrow.
Technically today by day.
You've had a lot happen in that 4 months.
It's been a crash course. That's for sure. Yeah, it's been wild.
So I guess since you're the newest hire, let's hear your name and your job title and a brief overview of what you do.
Okay. Frank Allday, that's my name. I'm the 5th. My son is the 6th, so there's 6 of us in total.
Okay.
Fun fact, the firstborn has been a boy since the first Frank, which was around 1878. So in 2028, that will have been, I think it'll be 150 years.
Wow.
150 years has been a Frank.
So you just named the first boy gets the name,
The
not
firstborn.
others. Okay.
It's the firstborn child has been a boy. 5 generations, 6 generations in a row. Which is
So it happened by accident the first couple of times, and then y'all just carried on the tradition.
I guess, I mean, you can't not do it. Disappoint grandma and
so now your
grandma
son
and
has
dad
a,
and
a high expectation to live up to.
he does.
got some
He
pressure.
does.
His first has to be a boy.
And there's there's some pride, legacy to it too.
Yeah.
I'm proud of my father. I want to be like my father.
Sure.
And my grandfather, and they were good men. So it's like I want to pass that down too. And then he doesn't.
awesome.
Then he doesn't have a choice.
Yeah.
He has to rise to the occasion. So.
Love it.
Yep. And my role here is the senior project manager on the operations side. What was the other question?
Just brief overview. What do you do?
I oversee all of the projects where we have been awarded the contract from pre-construction to closeout. I'm here to assist all of our project managers, step in when needed, just be a sounding board for them a lot of times, listen, evaluate. It's easy to get in the weeds, I think, when you're dealing with something and you're so close to it. And all of our project managers are more than capable of running their projects. But there are seasons like right now, it's very, very busy. There's a lot of different things going on. It frees them up to make better decisions on the high priority stuff that they're dealing with. And I can kind of take care of some of the other stuff, or we can work together and solve a problem faster. So that's the majority of my role. And just with my experience, I'm trying to not make a job easier. I don't think it's the right way to say it. Just make it less painful.
Sure.
Processes, standardization, just seeing a bunch of stuff. So
Yeah.
trying to share that. It's kind of weird being the oldest one. I think
Not by much.
not the oldest one, but yeah, kind of in that group over there.
Yeah.
It's
So what's it
different.
like coming straight into RBT? You're new to us anyway, and you jump straight into a leadership role, and all that's dumped on you.
It's great. That's what I wanted. That's what
Yeah.
I asked for. That's what I wanted. I wanted a challenge. I wanted something that was rewarding. When you do succeed. My biggest fear, just with careers in general and with my experience, is not being bored. Just sitting around doing the same mundane thing all the time. I like the diversity of what we deal with. I like the different people. I like the field and the office aspect. It's fun for me in a way to have a problem that I don't know how to solve and figuring out how to solve it, because there's no guidebook for it. There's no set of instructions. So I enjoy doing that because I have full confidence in myself and our team and our company that we will solve it. We will figure it out. And although it's stressful at times, I find enjoyment in that. Kind of keeps you on your toes. So
I like how many people have been on here so far, and they keep saying that right there. Figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out.
Yep.
yeah. Now I think we're moving to figure it out quicker.
Yeah.
Now that's what we're moving to. So yeah. Which when you add the right people, and I think we have absolutely the right people in place. across all the departments that I've interacted with, I think growing pains are normal, and just staying calm and figuring it out together collectively, I think that's the way to go. I think that's how you have sustainable growth and you're able to maintain,
Yep.
instead of dropping back down because of a failure, right?
Yeah.
So just kind of fitting into the new skin
Yep.
as we grow.
I heard Kyle talking about building our foundation wider so that we can handle the growth upward. Heard of a lot of companies that they try to grow upward and then their foundation can't handle it. So
Right, exactly. At some point I think you have to pause. Don't slow down, but just kind of pause maybe. And fix the foundational stuff that you're now seeing needs improvement.
Sure.
I mean, it's the wrong way, right? But you can't identify those areas for improvement until you get to that point.
Absolutely.
You just don't know. You do what works until it doesn't, and you pivot, and you keep going until it happens again. You pivot and you keep going.
And just to piggyback off KO, what he said, it's perfectly fine to grow vertically or to grow horizontally. You don't always have to grow vertically to grow. Sometimes widening that base and going horizontal. So you're not only, diving into things that are different, but you're diving into things deeper. And from those deep dives, bring processes and efficiency, and that's what it's all about, is just sharpening that knife daily. So yeah, absolutely.
I think as we fine tune, right? Because we're obviously growing, and it's great. It's challenging. It's good problems to have, good issues. As we get better at our basic processes and the things that we've now identified need to be improved, even though we might stay at the same quote level, right,
Sure.
moving forward, it will take less time to accomplish the same. And the decisions will be made faster, they'll be made better, margins will grow, even if top line doesn't. So kind of polishing. That's how I look at it. Getting polished. Yeah, because you're still growing, right? And then as you get dialed in there, now you've got a little bit of time in everybody's plate, that's been created because you've improved your processes and your standardization, your communication, everything else. And so that time allows you to either grow up, widen, whatever you want to do.
Sure.
At the right time. So
That's it.
Dustin?
Yeah, so Dustin Austin, I've been here a little bit over a year, about a year and 4 months. I'm one of the lead estimators here. And like Frank, new to RBT in general, new to roofing. I have some background in general construction, but commercial is new to me, specifically commercial roofing. My day-to-day is different, which is one of the things I love about it. My main goal is to feed the beast, so to speak. So I go out and search different sites, browse different databases, and try to find jobs that are qualified and fit under our umbrella. Obviously, we strive and set ourselves apart in difficult situations and difficult jobs. So I try to find the right complexity that also makes sense to make it work with RBT as a whole. Obviously, we have to build the foundation and kick it off to their team. So we want to make sure it's set up and polished and as well dressed as possible before handing it over to their side. So that's sort of what I do, and that could look like many different things day to day. Sometimes I'm in the office helping the estimators. Sometimes I'm on the computer all day. Just depends on what day of the week it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So both of you you said something about diversity of our projects, and you mentioned our umbrella, and I just kind of want to know what fits under RBT's umbrella. Like, I know Dion with maintenance does a lot of other stuff that I can't really name right now. What fits under what we do? It's not just roofing. I know we do.
Yeah.
We've done some waterproofing. We do walls, like metal wall panels.
Sure.
We've done. So what fits?
I think the shorter list would be what doesn't.
No.
No. Yeah, you mentioned a few things. So our umbrella is expanding and it's only getting bigger as the weeks continue. But yeah, commercial roofing, waterproofing. We've done some glass restoration, some exterior facade restoration. We've done general construction as far as like construct or erect buildings from ground up. And that's just in the year that I've been here. I'm sure Frank could probably name a few other things. I mean, it really is a diverse thing that we have going on here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think we have discovered all the things that we are capable of doing that fit under the umbrella.
Yeah.
Try to fit everything we can under the umbrella.
Sure.
Acknowledging that at our core, we know roofs. Mm-hmm. And keeping that the bread and butter, right? But as we widen that scope, widen that net, right, based on y'all's direction, what you believe our capabilities are, it's my side's job to execute
Absolutely.
on that, right? And we find out if we're great at it, if we're good at it, if it's something we don't need to chase anymore, then hey, so be it. But so far, there hasn't been, since I've been here at least, there hasn't been anything that we just absolutely could not handle. And sometimes it's you're stepping back, especially in a GC role, and it's more about finding and evaluating the right trades, the right people.
That's it.
To do the work, and understanding that we don't have to know how to do it. We have to know how to find qualified, competent companies to do that new,
That's it.
non-traditional scope.
That's exactly it. That's the biggest thing about RBT and what I love. It's roofing's the vehicle, people are the purpose, in my opinion. We are definitely very much so in the roofing business, but at the end of the day, we're in the people business. We're meeting and talking to people from New York to California to Florida to a few minutes up the road. And what Frank just said is absolutely correct. The roofing is the easy aspect. What sets us apart under the Trumbull's leadership and guidance is assembling the right teams, overcoming the adversities, the problems that you're going to have in general construction. You're going to have the problems, the setbacks, but how you bounce back from that. And it starts with getting the right people, assembling the right team, and that starts from hiring the right people within these offices to ensure we're doing those things.
That's right.
What makes something like water? We've done some waterproofing on windows and things. What makes a client go, I want you to do our roof, but also there's all of these other things? Why are they lumping that in with one contract with us instead of?
Yeah.
I just don't know how that works. So that's a question for myself.
I think everybody likes our processes and the way we take care of clients. Again, while roofing is very important, it's the people and man, it's, when we go into these businesses, it could be a corporation, a post office, or a small business that depends on that roof staying leak free to keep their inventory or their business operating. So when we go in there and assess problems, whether it be with maintenance or with project management, or even on our side with estimating, we want to make sure we're not only looking over what's on top of their head, but the full envelope, which is encompassed in waterproofing, roofing, and making sure they're dry. So I think it's our knowledge and our way of talking to people and producing or offering a solution, and I think those conversations come natural, and that's why you see them hiring us to do multiple scopes, is because they know they can trust RBT and what we do.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay.
Yep.
So you've been here 4 months.
4 months. Almost.
You had a lot thrown at you. What's been the most challenging?
Oh,
most interesting?
The normal thing, managing people, not our people, but outside people, managing clients and subcontractors. That's always the most difficult, I think, because the response or the outcome is never certain because you're talking to a human, right? So really dialing in those soft skills, it's been a good refresher for me. But on the work side, on what we're actually doing, there's been some very, very challenging scopes of work that we've had to figure out how to piece together. Schedule is another very everyday challenging thing. Managing all the pieces and making sure we're fitting within the timelines, deadlines, because we have a bunch of moving parts, and it all has to fit together or we lose ground somewhere. So yeah, in that order, actually, I would say is people in general, and then the schedule and managing all those pieces and parts, and then some very unique one-off scopes of work have been
Now-
challenging, but fun to figure out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, one's coming to mind. That's why I was asking, because I got to ride up there with you.
Uh-huh.
How's Fort Worth going?
It's going good. It's going good.
Yeah.
Yep. So we are adding an aesthetic. It's not a structural component. It's an aesthetic false rib or beam, which I believe was in place a long time ago, because there was there's some references in the specs and drawings to match the pre-existing. So I haven't seen any photos of that. But yeah, essentially we're matching up a profile from the lower edge of the roof up on the big dome, which is above where the rodeos are in the arena. We're matching that profile in a wooden frame beam, false beam, that's mechanically attached to the deck, and then coating it, and then capping it with a 3-piece metal cap. And it's meant to provide a more aesthetic appeal, basically, and kind of look like how it used to. So yeah, that's been pretty neat. It's going good.
From what I was told, is it's going to really stand out from the interstate.
It definitely is. You'll be able to see it from the airplanes. So truly, they went with a contrasting color. So because the white was just washing out, anodized was washing out, so they went with a contrasting color. And then there's a large cupola on top, just like a big giant louvered vent, basically, and it's massive, it's huge. But that is coated and painted to match as well. So it's gonna all look real nice.
Looks sweet.
Make it stand out. So yeah, but that's been a challenge. We had to pull the metal. They actually ended up having to use raw material. They didn't have enough of that pre-finished color in inventory across the U.S. to pull, so they had to pull 3 separate coils of raw, run it through the one plant that can pre-finish it due to its thickness. It's about the thickest they make for this application, and there's only one plant that can actually has the machinery to bend that metal, or process it rather to pre-finish it. So it actually got delivered yesterday to our fabricator, and I went over there and took a picture of it just to make sure for myself that it was there. So
that's fun.
That should start getting installed. We'll have a few additional mock-ups made and just make sure we got everything dialed in on the machines, and should start throwing that on 3 weeks.
Wow.
So
that's downtown Fort Worth.
Yep, downtown Fort Worth.
I need to run up there and look at it.
Yeah.
I've been seeing pictures. I've been seeing pictures from daily reports.
Yeah. They've got it dialed in now. That was kind of one of those unique scopes of work.
Yeah, and you go fly that drone around. Well, I don't know if you probably could.
Yeah.
Could you?
No, I have.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can?
I can.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be sweet, man.
Yeah. It was a challenge. I had to figure out how to get that to follow the radius of the dome, because it's not constant. It changes, and then it does that. It's an older roof.
And you thought you'd never use math.
I had to get my old
Not
TI,
that math anyway.
I had to get my old TI-86 calculator out and bring it up here.
There you go.
Figure out all the angles. But
That's
yeah, we got it dialed in though. They're performing excellent. Client's happy. Had some delays, but we wanted to get it right. Client understands that. So yeah, it's rolling.
So estimating had to been a challenge for that one too, huh?
That actually happened before my time.
Okay.
That happened because I think the original project that was bid on, we won. And again, we done so well on that project, they've came to us time after time. So this was just an extenuation of an original project that I believe we completed a few years ago.
Oh, that's right.
We've been out there a while.
So I think the city is just, happy and loves our processes. So, yeah,
They know that we're going to do what we say we're going to do.
absolutely.
We're going to be transparent. We're going to be honest. And regardless of what the situation is, we will complete the work as we are contractually obligated to do, period.
Yep.
So trust is a huge factor there, regardless of any setbacks or anything
That is
else.
it.
They know we're going to get it done. So
Yep. Well, if you had a tip to give another project manager, another estimator, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Whoever can think of something.
A tip regarding RBT or industry?
Just industry. Without
Man,
giving away secrets.
yeah. That's a tough question. Oh, okay.
the president of a company I used to work for had a great saying that always stuck with me. And I think a lot of times we get so busy with complex projects, we take what we're told as the truth, and we make decisions off of that. For whatever reason, we're rushed, we're in a hurry. They have a great reputation, whoever it is, most time from external sources. But he had this saying, it always stuck with me. In God we trust. Everybody else bring data. Just double verify, make sure for yourself. So that always stuck with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be my tip from a business career perspective. So that way you make
I like that.
That way you make good decisions. Or try to.
My tip, as cliche as it sounds, is, would be never stop learning. I think this industry and this environment, the business that we're in, every day is new. You're always going to have, some type of problems, and, just never stop being adaptable and willing to put your pride or your ego aside and say, you know what, that is a better way, or I didn't think about that, or, whatever it may be. Just never stop learning. Always be a sponge.
Yeah.
I think, I don't have just a ton of years of roofing experience, but what I do have is leadership experience. And in that, the one thing that always gets that senior person is when they decide, hey, I know enough now, or I'm through learning. And that's when you become stagnant, and, stagnant just never creates anything healthy. So,
No. And those around you too they'll kind of migrate away from you.
sure, absolutely.
Even if they don't mean to,
It's just natural.
Especially if you're not open to hearing their opinion or doing it a different way, or you know what I mean? So that it's just downhill from there.
That's it.
Not in a good way.
No.
So yeah, it's a great point.
Well, guys, I know you don't have to be in here. I appreciate it because it helps me do my job. Take your family.
I appreciate it.
Oh,
Take
thanks,
your
man.
family. Take your wife on a
Appreciate
date.
I was excited.
Do what?
Yeah, I love getting in front of
I
camera.
was excited. I told you from day one I'd do this.
Yep.
It's exciting because we don't ever get to sit down and
Which he was
talk.
telling me when I was riding with you about working for an apparel company.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And I watched some of those videos. I said, so he's on camera. He's used to it.
Well, man, actually, some way I always get roped into doing. I've done commercials for the college
Well, you
when I
had
was
the
there.
voice for it.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I also would do radio. I would do the radio
you have
ads.
the presence, that's for sure.
And I can talk in front of people live like no other. Like you can put me in front of anybody. I can get in front of a microphone and talk.
yeah.
But when cameras, I had to do an instructional video for bladesmithing when I first started at TC years ago. And first of all, I knew nothing about bladesmithing. I didn't grow up outdoorsy, unfortunately. It's just not part of my childhood. And I'm literally promoting a class that we're starting on building raw metal into like a fully functional knife. And they're like, hey, don't worry about it, you're good, just you'll have a teleprompter, yada yada. And I was like, cool, whatever. Get there, teleprompter's broke. I'm like, what? Anyways, man, had to basically read off of a script line by line, you know, cut, memorize it, go. And I was like, if anybody recognizes me out in public and comes to ask a question, like they think I know something about bladesmithing, I'm gonna look like such an idiot because I did. But anyways, the school took off. They did good. It was actually had won a lot of awards, not for my intro video, but I was always so paranoid that somebody would be like, hey, you're the bladesmithing guy, man. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got into it? And I'd be like, I don't have nothing for you. I just was asked to read a script. So
The camera's forever. I mean,
it is.
I can understand that.
Yes. I have some embarrassing.
It's different. It's not live. Live is people remember it as it was.
Yeah.
You know, remember with the camera, it never
Forever.
dies.
So maybe,
Especially these days.
Are you saying this needs to be a live thing in case we mess up?
No, no.
with it, yeah. Have like a big, we're live on the air with.
Yeah.